Lewis, wake up, it's time for Off the Record.
When does it come out, Tom?
6 p.m. on Tuesday.
Any special guests?
Of course there are special guests. We've got Moss Side Sauna Club. And you spoke to Amelia Coburn yourself.
Oh, yes, I remember that now. All that and more coming on Off the Record.
Yes, do not adjust your screens. Off the Record is back for another week.
It's back and it's better than ever. We've got an absolute belter of a show for you today. Coming up, we've got yet another band interview, and at the end of the show, I'm joined by Amelia Coburn.
Oh, I like it. We've also got Henry back for another week for our world famous quiz. But first, he joins us in the studio for this week's music news.
Yay!
We've got a great list of gigs for you guys to watch out for this week. At Deaf Institute, Surf Trash and Young Knives are playing on the 4th and 5th of February respectively, whilst Lazy Day take to Yes on the 6th. For those with heavier pockets, Inhaler will be taken to the O2 Apollo on the 8th.
Now I think it's time we all hear about the fantastic gigs going on in this beautiful city this week.
It is indeed, Lewis. Henry, what have you got for us?
Hey boys, thanks for having me back for another week. Lewis, you're looking really good. Tom, keep trying. Anyway, on to this week's news. Manchester's very own Park Life have announced their full lineup for this year's festival, with 50 Cent and Charlie XCX taking to the stage at Heaton Park in mid-June 2025. Now that's what I call brat. Sunday night saw the Grammys, where Beyonce finally won Album of the Year, beating the pre-night favourite Brat. And the night's big winner was Kendrick Lamar, winning 5 awards, including Record of the Year with his song Not Like Us. And Tom York has announced the song he wants Radiohead to be remembered for, the 2000 track that does the best impression of my father, titled How to Disappear Completely, saying it's the most beautiful thing we ever did. Personally, I think Creep's the best, but each their own stupid opinion.
Oh, thanks Henry. A lot of news coming out of the Grammys last night, but the real news is our world famous quiz has returned.
Lewis, what is today's theme?
Okay, so I've gone a bit abstract. America and Canada, they've been beefing at the moment.
Yeah.
Tariffs flying left, right and centre. So I was thinking we do an America-Canada themed quiz.
Oh, I like it. In
What do
that
you think,
vein, Henry, what have you got for us today?
I've got an America-Canada themed quiz.
Yay! He's come through.
We're not done. We're not done.
Good man.
I need you to... I'm going to say a name of an artist, and I need you guys to guess whether they are from America or Canada.
Okay.
And I've got a little bonus question at the end. It's very hard, but you get double points or something if you get it right.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Gosh, Tom, I like that a lot.
Oh dear.
Okay.
prepared?
We got to remember there's a forfeit on the line here.
Oh no, I don't want to sing a song.
Are we good? We good to go?
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
let's
good to
take
go.
it away.
Okay.
We'll stop mucking around. over
You
here.
go
gonna-
down.
Yeah.
Just
Oh no, you're
None
going
of that funny
down.
business. Okay.
Yeah.
Question number 1. And this is an easy one,
Okay.
so we'll see how it goes. Famous crooner, Michael Bublé. Where's that
yeah.
cat from?
Canada.
Canada.
He is from Canada.
Yes! Boom!
I like that.
Okay. Next one. We're getting a bit crazy here. Ever heard of a little punk rock chick called Avril Lavigne?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where's she from?
Canada. I know that one.
She's from Canada. Maybe these questions.
Yes!
I thought they were.
Wait,
Next one's
can I guess the answer before you say it?
Yeah.
That's
No,
a good one.
I
If
don't
you
actually
go
wanna
for
do
Canada
that.
and then I
Yeah,
just
okay,
I
go.
get to decide.
Sorry,
I
Henry.
guess? You
Sorry.
guess.
No, we'll stop
If
messing
you want to
around.
ruin my quiz.
No, I don't want to.
Okay, the next one's Nelly Furtado. If you've heard the song Broken Strings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's she
That's
from?
actually quite hard.
Okay, I'm going to say Canada.
I wouldn't have said Canada or America. I would have gone like
Well,
Venezuela
Lewis, the point
or
of the quiz is you've got to say one of them. So
Oh God, how
Yeah,
foolish
you-
could I be?
you must be
What
wrong.
did you say?
I'm not telling you.
I'll go with whatever he didn't say.
Okay.
So there's a winner.
So you're
She's from
saying
Canada,
America.
so you're right.
Yes!
You're wrong.
Henry, right, I'm not being funny. You could have had a bit more effort into this.
No.
They all
Answers
Canada. They
have
were all
been
Canada.
I'm trying to throw you off.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, bonus question though.
Oh, yeah.
Not yet.
Not
We've
yet.
got four
got
standard,
4.
and the
4
bonus
more.
question.
Oh God.
Lock in,
I may
viewer.
have broken the rules with the 5th one. I know what to say, but the 4th one, Interpol, famous garage
Ooh.
band.
I believe they're from New York, so I'm going to say America.
I'm gonna say America as well.
Well, they are from America.
Yeah. Gosh, this is good.
This is crazy. I'm a very good
All right,
quiz-
we're excited for the
But the bonus one, the bonus one.
This worth 2 points.
Okay.
So I think I'm
Okay.
winning at the moment.
Yeah,
by
you're
1.
winning by 1.
So,
You're gonna think, all right, bonus question, and I'm gonna say this name, and you'll understand. Like, okay, right, this I'm sure I know where this guy's from. Connor McKay, aka the Singing Bricky. Where's this guy from?
I've never heard of this guy.
Come on, be serious.
Singing Bricky. Oh, I was listening to him just last night.
Yeah, who isn't?
Oh, you're waiting for me to go, aren't you? So you
Yeah,
can
I am.
decide. I want you to go first.
Okay, right.
Snubbed at the Grammys.
Snubbed at the
Absolutely
ground. I'm going to go
Shabuzi was robbed.
3, 2, 1. England.
Canada.
He's from Ireland. He's from Cork. He's a bricky by day and a singer by night, and that's his whole thing.
Well,
Hopefully, we can spread the word of the singing bricky.
yeah, I'm closest in.
You won.
geography.
You did win.
Yeah, so I don't think I really need to argue. I was winning anyway.
I'm
So I think actually that puts us on equal footing.
Yeah,
for
well,
the,
one
for the
all.
rankings.
The first week we just did equally as bad.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's kind of
And last
sort
week I did terribly.
But off the record, I still think I'm going to win.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Well, that was another excellent edition of the quiz. But now it's time to show you what I've been up to last week as I caught up with Middlesbrough folk phenomenon Amelia Coburn on her UK tour.
Hello, Off the Record fam. I'm here at the Greystones pub in the beautiful sunny Sheffield, where tonight I'll be sampling their finest local beers and watching an up-and-coming folk star, but more from that later.
The Greystones is one half pub and one half music venue, where many famous acts such as Victim Card have performed.
But tonight I'm here to see Amelia Coburn. Amelia is a 27-year-old folk singer from the northeast of England, and after releasing her album From the Moon to the Milkman last year to critical acclaim, she's currently on a UK-wide long tour, and that's why I'm here today.
So you've toured all over the UK and around independent venues. We've just had Independent Venue Week last week. So what is your favourite venue on the tour so far?
Oh, that's a good question. So it depends, I suppose. I think we played Manchester Gullivers, which is a really cool venue, and I was in the bigger room for the first time, which was like almost like a theatre, but then it's really cool, and it's a standing venue, so you can really get down to the front and chat to the audience. But then we also went to a few really nice art centres around the country. One was called the Pound Arts in Corsham, which is like in the middle of the countryside in Wiltshire, and it looked tiny from the outside, but then you get in and it's like a proper little theatre, and the staff and the people running it were all like part of the community, and that was so nice too. So it's really hard to pick a favourite because they've all been brilliant for different reasons.
And do you prefer it when it's more of a smaller venue, or do you like it where there's more people watching you? Is that a bit scarier?
It's scarier, and it's definitely a different feeling. So I've never really played for more than a few hundred. So these gigs have been perfect. It's probably like 100 people maximum in each venue, and you can really like get them in the palm of your hand and get to know people. And sometimes I'll be like, anyone here from Middlesbrough? And like I'll just have a conversation with someone in the audience and have a chat.
So last year, your debut album, Between the Moon and the Milkman, came 23rd in the indie charts and 55 on the official charts. Was that something you were sort of expecting, or was it like a massive surprise?
It was a surprise. Like that was a big goal of mine, but I had no idea if I was going to make it, because you just don't know how many sales you need to get in the charts and what everyone else is selling. And it was quite a big month, March. There was quite a lot of new releases, so to be in a few of the different official charts was mad, and I think really nice, because a lot of people tend to think that people don't buy records anymore, it's all streaming, but actually that was all from people buying my stuff and supporting my music. And I'm not on a label, I've done it all pretty much myself with a really small team, so it wasn't expected, but I'm really glad we achieved it.
So this next question is, I got the inspiration from your Instagram. So you listed both Charlie XCX's Brat and Fontaine's DC's Romance on a list of your favourite albums of the year. So if you could only listen to one of those albums and you can listen to no other music for the rest of 2025, which one would it be?
Oh, it'd be Fontaine's. I went to see them in Dublin in December, and I love the album anyway, and I've loved them since they started off. And I like how their music has changed a bit and evolved, and it's gone a bit slightly poppier now, but also I don't know, I just really love Romance, and when I went to see them live, that just solidified that, so I think it'd be Fontaine's.
So you announced that you'll be supporting the Levellers for 4 dates in the spring this year. That must be very exciting. How did that come about?
Weirdly, I've always wanted to go and tour with the Levellers because they're one of my favourite bands, and it was just one of those things. I'd never met them, so I didn't know how, but it came about really naturally and organically, because I think it's probably a long-winded way of approaching it, but basically I think their manager or their team were looking for a female vocalist for a Christmas song, and they approached my team, and I think they basically were like, they put forward a few singers, including myself, and they heard me and said, oh, well, actually, she's not the voice we're looking for this particular song, but we really like her. And then the tour came from there. They're like, oh, would you like to open a few of these Levelers dates? So it was basically, it happened by accident, but I'm so glad it did. And it, like, at the time I thought, oh, it's a shame that I'm not doing this Christmas song, but actually every cloud has that silver lining, and that's how it came about. So I'm really excited to meet them all.
My oh my, Lewis, it looked like you had a lovely time speaking to Amelia Coburn.
I certainly did, Tommy T. Did you get to any gigs last week?
Well, I got along to the Rat and Pigeon, more to the point,
yeah.
not the Eagle, and I saw a bunch of beautiful acts, as well as Moss Side Sauna Club, who are on the show later on, and we'll be seeing them, and I'm very excited to speak to them.
I'm very excited to speak to them too.
And Lewis, I think we've got to talk about it, because it's come out since we last spoke. Shall I just lay it on you?
Yeah, just bring it to me, Tom.
BCNR, baby, Black Country New Road.
They're back!
They're back, and I'd just like to say I really like the song because it's called Besties, and
Yeah.
you're my bestie.
Oh, you're my bestie too, Tom.
So just tell me a little bit what you're thinking.
Well, first, I'm a little bit upset that you put your housemate on with you on the song.
I wasn't even my housemate. That
Well,
was,
you know, that's
yeah.
by the by. It should have been me and you on Off the Record.
Yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know, Tom put Besties on his story, and I was nowhere to be seen.
yeah.
I actually did the same thing, so I
Yeah,
can't
no,
speak.
that's fine.
You know what? I really liked the song. It took me a little bit to get into.
Yeah.
I was expecting a bit of a pop record.
I know what you mean. I
was
think it's really
expecting it.
nice that I think it's really pretty. It
It
does
is.
kind of irk me a little bit how it's called Besties, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I think the little bit of harpsichord at the start,
you know
going
what, I do
into
like
the,
it.
I think it's gorgeous.
And I've got a personal favourite line. You know when she goes, "Bestie girl."
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that bit. I'm just like, I've been doing that, singing in the shower yesterday, and I was just screaming "Bestie girl," and my housemates must have thought, this guy is off his rocker.
Yeah, this guy's off his
Yeah,
record.
yeah.
More like.
Off the record. Yeah, I like that. But no, back to the serious point.
Yeah.
I think a lot of their opening songs are always a bit shorter. Like with BCNR, I love like a 7-minute banger, like instrumentals going everywhere. But I think we can expect that in the later releases. So
Yeah, I'm
I'm
excited.
really excited for the new album. I'm excited for the new direction the band's going in.
Yeah, and I think we can call it there. That will be the last time we talk about Black Country New Road on
Yes,
this show, because
yeah.
we've kind of, you know, we've gone really heavy with that.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm sort of a BCNR stan. But yeah, no, apologies for that, guys.
I don't see you as something crude, but more like food. I know that's wrong. We'd only talk to get it on. The list is sad, the list is long. The goddess of Catholic guilt is laying naked on my quilt. I hope she leaves so we can breathe and we don't get connected. Don't wanna get to know me, baby. I'm a freak. You run a mile when you finally find out what's underneath. It's sad and bleak. It only ceases for the 2 hours I'm asleep. Don't wanna get to know me, baby. I'm a freak.
Now we have the pleasure of having another fantastic band in the studio.
Moss Side Sauna Club are a 3-piece alternative band coming straight out of Manchester.
Now, according to their Spotify, Maddie, Sam and Will make unsettlingly good pop hooks about love, death and sexuality.
Releasing their debut single Freak in October last year to much excitement, please welcome to the studio Moss Side Sauna Club.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for coming. Can we just, I want to start with, we talked about it a bit there, Freak, your debut single, your lead single. Tell us a bit about that. How does it feel to get that out? How does it feel to kind of finally have that project out in the world?
I mean, it's exciting.
Yeah, super exciting. So we started the band about a year ago, probably this week, and it felt really cathartic to finally have that first glimpse into what the world looks like. But there's going to be like a lot of variety, so we can't wait to get the next one out as well.
And so are there more projects on the way? I know.
Oh, so many. So kind of with this project, we went into it starting out recording loads. So, I mean, as Sam just said, we kind of have been going pretty much a year now. But the first half of that year, nobody saw us in public. We kind of hid away and recorded like the whole time. Like, firstly in Moss Side, which is, you know, also the name. But yeah.
Yeah, it was just world building for like a year straight. Trying to sort of, we started in like, we had a pretty bad year personally, and we're like, let's try and make something funny and cathartic and
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I absolutely loved the single, and I really enjoyed the music video as well. What's the story behind that? Are you guys in charge of the creative process of that, or is there any external people coming in?
We work with a guy called Harry Green, he's amazing, and with that one, he had a very clear idea of what he wanted to do visually with it.
I think
he had
it was
us
like
running around the woods.
Yeah, like Blair Witch Project,
really
kind of like
cool,
a little
yeah.
Twilight-esque, like especially with the grading. I feel like we go in and it's, as the more we go on, the more like collaborative it becomes. And obviously we have a vision, like aesthetically as well as the music itself and how we kind of picture that being, and Harry gets that and he's like really on it with that, so we're really grateful to have him on side. You know?
You speak about that collaboration there. I know you're all three of you are kind of successful solo musicians kind of in your own right. What's the difference in having that solo project and then coming and having a collective collaborative project? Is there any kind of differences in that, the music making side of it?
Yeah, I think it's completely different. I don't know how you feel about it, but I think there's just something beautiful about making music with your friends. And you know, we're not just in a band, like we genuinely just are really close. So it's nice to spend time around people, to have that kind of different ideas. I feel like when I'm sitting there and I make music, it's very, you know, what I say goes, and here's that, and that's my creative outlet. It's nice to have, you know, a completely different experience where you're working together and it's fun, and there's nothing like being in a studio with somebody else where you know the idea is great, they know the idea is great, and then
it's a lot quicker.
There's a feeling.
It's a lot quicker.
Oh, we go from having a song, we'll write it, I'll finish a final mix the next day. We can go 24 hours from inception to somewhat borderline completion.
And you've been touring all over Manchester. How's that been? Have you enjoyed it? Has there been any trouble with that? And what's your favourite venue that you performed at?
We've only done, we've not done that, because we've been gigging loads like over the years, and we've done the same scene so many times with us. We're saying no to more than we're saying yes to at the minute, which is kind of nice. So when we do something, we know it's going to be special. We got a good night for people to remember. We don't want to do Manchester to death, and would rather take it up and down the country as like little travelling bards singing our sad songs, which is kind of fun.
And I was fortunate enough to see you last week supporting martial arts. That's a massive gig. Kind of, it was for Independent Venue Week, a massive headliner. How did that feel, kind of coming to that show?
Really exciting.
We loved that.
Yeah,
we loved that
and
one.
we'd actually all never been to that venue before.
It's
Like
great
Rat and
in
Pigeon.
there,
Love it there.
People got murdered in that pub.
Oh, nice. That's a nice time.
Not on the gig, not the day of the gig.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Apparently in the 70s there was a whole, like, someone did a Chris Benoit and just like killed his whole
Added to
an
the
element
lore,
of danger.
that's
to
nice.
it.
Added to the danger of the show.
Yeah. No, I like that. And something I wanted to ask about actually is I noticed when you don't have a bassist, right, in your set, which I think you don't really see these days. I think there's that definitely archetypal kind of 4-piece. But it kind of brings in a really nice element of almost like dance music to it, because you have that electric bass. Was that a conscious effort?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I found, when I was doing solo stuff, I found it really hard to like stay focused, and when we had the idea for the band, we knew it was going to be 2 guitars, a big fat synth bass, really good drums, and 2 vocalists, and that's kind of, we do deviate from it slightly, but that's kind of the sound of the band.
Yeah, that's the core. That's like the foundation that we kind of work from.
Yeah.
And I'm intrigued by your sort of musical influences. Who would you say are the biggest bands or artists that sort of inspire you? And have you got a kind of band that you would love to support one day?
Ooh.
I feel like influence is funny because what makes the band special to me is the fact that we all have different
so different
influences
from-
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
meet in the middle
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah. It's sort of halfway between like we've got the 90s alt rock influences and then like just gay club music.
Yeah, I love a club banger,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
so
yeah.
so there's a mixture between that, like, and even like we bond over shoegaze as well. There's like a lot
Yes,
of different
yeah, yeah.
things that we.
I'd say The Cure or St. Vincent for me personally.
Brilliant.
For what
And
we've got.
congratulations to St. Vincent on her Grammy win.
Yeah.
Wins.
Finally.
Yeah,
Floral,
yeah,
by the way.
fantastic. And so I guess
Incredible.
my final question is, what's next? What is next from Offside Sauna Club?
We've got a single coming out probably in the next 2 months called My Weird Appetite, which is like really fun. We did a music video where we were hosting a dream-like Oscars night at a fantastic pub in Warrington
Brilliant.
called the King's Club. Shout out to the Kings, thanks for having us. Big up Wibbly and the Monks family. Yeah, just can't wait to send that out. And then, I don't know, we're gigging in, probably going to be gigging in Brixton, maybe on the 21st. I don't know
Yeah,
if I can say
21st
that.
of February, probably at the Windmill in Brixton. 8th of March, we should be back at the Rat and Pigeon for their charity event. So we've got those coming up. Obviously, we've got more music than we know what to do with, so we'll keep it coming. That's
Well,
the plan.
Yeah, we'll look out for that. Thank you so much
Thank you
for
so much.
joining
I
us
appreciate
today.
you having us. Thank
Thank you very much. And that concludes another fantastic episode. Lewis, have you had fun today?
No.
Well, I have. And I hope you at home have too.
See you next time.